Hi, welcome to Andrew Buckle book review of probably one of the best books I've seen for a long time. Comics 1964 to 2024. This is absolute superb. It's a paperback, soft cover. Obviously you can see Wraparound on there, and it's from Thames and Hudson, so you should be able to pick up copies fairly easy. I paid about £30 34, whatever it was, that sort of prices. You're obviously going to find different prices, probably find it on eBay, Amazon, Gosh, probably Forbidden Planet. I haven't checked. I didn't go into Forbidden Planet, as well as, of course, many other shops. Now, there is a French edition of this. I think this might be the American and UK one. I don't know. There might be other versions as well. But still, Comics 1964 to 2024. So let's just go through the book itself. And it's just come out. There's an exhibition over in Paris at the moment. Obviously, there's going to be the Olympics fairly soon. So I'm not going to be popping over to Paris anytime soon, probably. But maybe in October, November, I might go and see it because it ends in November. I mean, this looks like a really good exhibition to go and see. This is near enough like an Artisan book. That's the best way to describe it. 300 pages, Artisan book. It's glued. Obviously, it's not sewn or anything. And you can see the details there. Thames and Hudson. Let's just go through it. I think this is just awesome. Absolutely awesome book. See there, edited by, all the details there. And you get page after page after page of just great artwork. And you can see the sections there. So there's like 1 or 2 pages discussion about things, sometimes a bit longer, sometimes a bit shorter, about things like colour and black and white, history and memory, everyday life, literature, science fiction, different sections, obviously, and different artists, of course, all the way through. I think virtually all the big name artists I can think of are included, though there's a few obvious exceptions. Bill Everett for me. Love Bill Everett. Joe Maneely's not included. But other than that, now, talking about 1964, then the first thing they show, of course, is Little Nemo. But after that, it is all the work, obviously, since 1964. You've got there Calvin Hobbes. I love that. Just love that artwork. Absolutely brilliant. But this has got, of course, Robert Crumb. But also it's got Japanese work. It's got French. It's got German. It's got lots and lots of different artists. And, of course, you can see it's the original comic pages. But it would have been nice if it had been a bit bigger because, of course, then it would have been more like an artist edition. It's got absolutely glorious there. Look at that, Barbarella. And, of course, there's the Barbarella book. I haven't got a copy of that. I'd love to get a copy of that. There's one I haven't got. Creepax, Valentina. You can see there. Obviously some artwork from that. And also just page after page of just great artwork all the way through. This one is from Wilhelm. Zap Comics. Yellow Dog. Now, it's got obviously some covers there, but you've also got artwork like that as well, some Japanese artwork. I mean, that's just, of course, it's like, yeah. Chinese, sorry. My apologies. Then Walking Dead. Actually, I'm surprised with that. Charlie Adlard. Got the name slightly wrong there. Also, Bernie Wrightson, of course. I mean, look at that lovely Bernie Wrightson. An unusual choice, but still really lovely. I mean, I guess it's just been what they got access to be able to put in the exhibition. And this is a wretch whom I'd created, it says at the top there. I love that one. Ghastly. Just glorious. Also okay. See the artist there, Julie Doucette. I guess that's how you say her name. Humour. You've got Peanuts, of course. Can't beat Peanuts. I love Peanuts. And you've also got Calvin Hobbes again. You got there, of course, a French one there. Cestepol, Grave. Okay. I love old spaghetti western. Can't beat a good old spaghetti western there. And also, some colour. Quite a lot of it's in black and white, but the artwork just really, really super sharp, really beautiful. All the pages obviously there. You've got Bilal. Again, that's that one. They always use that one, don't they? That picture is always quite a common one. Just goes Marla. Just absolutely stunning artwork. Really first rate all the way through this. Hugo Pratt, we've got a page there. Also, you've got Art Spiegelman. Now, one thing's weird, they didn't include any EC artwork. No EC artwork, which was very odd. I would have thought they did include Harvey Kurtzman. And I might come across a page of Harvey Kurtzman, but there's like Jungle Book. That's the one. Emile Bravo. And, that's weird, isn't it? That's great. I love that sort of style, that sort of 10th century. Well, that sort of Obviously isn't 10th century, but it's sort of done in that style. And see some French one there, yes, France. Quite often I turn around and say Chinese or Japanese, I'm saying the wrong one, so apologies on that one. This one's French again. Wow, what's that one? Oh, that's a French one. Another graphic novel based on a novel of Mice and Men, apparently. I must admit, I haven't seen it. Quite a lot of the artwork I've never seen before, and that's some of it I have, obviously. But this is just... And one of the reasons that I think, wow, this book is just amazing. And read, why isn't there an Artisan edition or / artist edition of his work? Because quite often when I've bought books of his work for Droulet and Lone Sloan, probably saying that completely wrong. However, it's always like, I've always found the colouring and it's always a bit murky. It always makes it a mess. And I've never been too happy. But when you look at that, it looks like some of these sort of like 19th century illustrations, the ones that really stunning you look at and go, wow, they must have spent ages doing that. And this is what this looks. It just looks, and that, look at that. There should be an Artisan edition or artist edition of his work. Because it's just been, I think it's always spoiled when it's coloured. I mean, I think the colouring is always amazing, but I think I've never seen something that looks like, wow, from his work. Of course, you got there, I love that Mobius. And of course, you got some Daredevil, Captain America. That's a brilliant one from Maria Severin. Absolutely glorious. Cyborg. Not a story I'm actually familiar with. Issue 124. Love that one. Superman. Why do these initials mean death for the LL? Virtually every character I know in Superman is LL. So you could be any. You got Watchman there, Dave Gibbons. Cities. Just see what they've got there. Oh, like Will Eisner's in here as well. I don't think there's any Spirit, but they've of course got, I think, one of them Contract. I think that's in there somewhere. Of course, when I'm flicking through, can't always find it. However, it has got an absolute glorious, and I'm just going to quit. Oh, I love that. Look at those pages there. Just sort of examples of doing very unusual things with comic books. And actually, this is another one that I loved. I think that is just amazing. Look at that, the pages. Imagine getting a comic book like that, sort of Fantastic Four comic done in that sort of style where it's all different angles, up and down, left, right and centre. That would be weird, wouldn't it? And that's it. But this book is just page after page after page of absolutely amazing artwork. And I can't recommend it enough. It's like one of those sort of 130% recommendations. It's just glorious. And I'd say you should be able to pick up copies reasonably easy. It should be readily available, I imagine. And of course, the exhibition. Pop over to Paris and see this exhibition. And that's the next thing that you can see all the list of all the people that have obviously got all their artwork included. It's just page after page of some just great artwork. And Barbara on the back. The depressing thing is, why can't we have exhibitions like this in the UK? I mean, with books like this. Whenever we've had any exhibitions that I've gone to, and there's very, 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 a bit more varies on it, few, unfortunately. That's like a science fiction one, maybe. We just do not seem to have ones devoted. I mean, the National Gallery, the Tate, why not? All those sort of, there should be brilliant, massive, obviously, the Cartoon Museum, that's probably done. I mean, if they put that at the Pompidou Centre, why not in the UK? We should be having this at the British Museum. Massive comic book one with full of, and a brilliant catalogue like this exhibition thing. This is just glorious. I don't know why. We just can't do it. There's something, for some weird reason, we never seem, they're always flimsy, small little books, and they're always depressing. I always find them very depressing. I always find the exhibitions always very forlorn. You think, oh, really? You know, we seem to just compromise with it, and we just, maybe that's just me. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just, I expect too much that maybe, but I think we should get definitely something as good as this. Surely. I mean, I've been to exhibitions. I went one in Spain, and it was like it was in a small shop, cafe, I suppose, downstairs, and it was full of them. It was like literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of drawings and obviously illustrations, pages, full pages on the walls. I was thinking, why don't we get this in the UK? Why is it just on the continent always? And you'll notice I've unfortunately damaged it. That is one problem with the book. Happens. A bit like one of my Blu-rays that fell off my table just a couple of days ago and it went smashed into a million pieces. Not the Blu-ray, Blu-ray was fine. Unfortunately, the case didn't survive the journey down. And this one, obviously, the same. Actually, I bent it there as well, damaged there. But still, this is one of the best books I've got recently. And it's just great to see finally a book that's about up-to-date material, but covering a whole range of things. Sometimes I've found books that are all sort of like more modern comics. I find it's actually slightly depressing because they just don't seem to cover sort of things that this one has actually covered with a dynamic enthusiasm all the way, and energy that's all the way through it. I really think the artwork is just amazing. I love this. So Comics 1964 2024, Thames and Hudson, really, really worth checking out, finding a copy of this. I don't know how long these copies will be around. Hopefully, this will be a regular feature in places like Foyles, all those sort of things, all those sort of shops, even, I don't know, I was going to say books, etc., Waterstones, those sort of places. You should be able to find it everywhere, I would have thought, if it's the Thames and Hudson. Comics 1964 to 2024. Absolutely amazing.